Hey, this is Steve Keller. I'm a certified emotion code and body code practitioner, and I want to share a bit of my own journey and story of doing muscle testing and how I learned how to do it and the different kind of phases or shifts I've had as I've done it over the years. And hopefully it'll be helpful to somebody out there to encourage you to get out there and do muscle testing. One thing, first of all, I would encourage you is that, here's a simple thing. If you believe that God designed you and God designed you for a world that's run on quantum physics, He didn't leave anything out of you so that you can muscle test, which is basically a way to tap into our quantum physics world. And so I just encourage you, even if you're having problems, you're not missing anything to actually be able to do it. Just a little change in perspective and mindset would be very helpful for you. So for me, my journey started maybe 12 years ago or so, maybe even a little more. I was in Hawaii on vacation with a bunch of friends through a trip I went through a network marketing company. And one of my friends was also my mentor as a very successful naturopathic doctor. And she introduced me to a program to use this stick right here to do muscle testing. And basically you use this stick and you use the large shoulders on your back with arms straight, and you pull it apart, and so it'll give you, you can vary, like my name is Steven, my name is Bob, my name is Steven. So it was very easy for me to learn how to do muscle testing with that. And I started, there's different levels. So the first place I kind of started was like, okay, if I put Skittles in my mouth, how do I have different strength versus putting almonds in my mouth? So something actually in my body, kind of the energetic signal being very loud, right? So you work on that for a while, then you graduate to maybe you have a little pouch around your neck and you put the supplements right on your chest so you can feel it, right? And after you do that for a while, maybe you just hold it in your hand, someone holds it in their hand, and you practice that for a while and you graduate. And then, I got pretty decent at doing that, but I would always muscle test in person with people, and if I was doing the testing stick, I'd always at least touch them. It made more sense to me, right? Like, okay, there's something here, this makes sense. And I kind of heard about this proxy muscle testing thing, and that seemed a little weird, okay? And I had visited one of my sisters in Hawaii and had done some work for her while we're there. And then I was at my other sister's once in Kentucky, and my sister from Hawaii called me and asked me to do work on her. And I'm like, I'd never done this before, but didn't feel so weird to do it for my sister. I wasn't freaked out I was going to catch some weird spiritual thing or whatever. So I did it for her by proxy. And I'm like, I think that actually worked. I think it actually worked really well. Interesting. So I started being more open to that. Probably a second person or thing I muscle tested by proxy was the sister in Kentucky's dog while I was in Fort Worth. And I was like, wow, it was super accurate and incredibly effective. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. So after a while, I'll get very comfortable at testing supplements without touching them, just thinking about them. Testing for tons of people by proxy all over the world. I'm grateful to have clients all over the world. I started off this morning with somebody from Israel, okay? And I just started slowly becoming more and more comfortable with it. Recently, what happened to me is this testing stick was good. It looked kind of weird doing it. And honestly, if I'm busy, I might do muscle testing 4 or 5 hours a day for people. And I would have to stand a certain way to do it. And it really started wearing on my shoulders because there's a decent bungee cord in here, so it takes some effort, right? And although I got great muscles in my back, my shoulders are starting to suffer. So one day, I said, I got to figure something else out besides this, okay? So what did I start to do is while I was muscle testing this, I just started paying super close attention. That's the key word, just paid super close attention to any other change in physiology that I could correlate between a yes and no that I was getting from here. Yes, no, right? anything else I could correlate with that. And I started to notice, I'm like, wait a second, I think my ability to breathe in and out is a little bit different. Like for me, I could find if something was true, no restriction in breathing in. If something was false, it was like I had a little hiccup or something, almost a little speed bump I had to go over. And so I did those in tandem for a while, both the stick and checking for breathing. Then I put the stick down, and what I would do is I would at least make a physical effort. I had a little squishy ball, and I would squeeze that ball almost as if I was inflating my lungs and see if I felt any restriction. And after a while, I just let go of the ball and just, now I don't use the ball, I just breathe in kind of very shallow breaths because I've learned to listen very closely to my physical body. So that's kind of been my own personal journey. You know, the main thing to understand is that figure out what works for you, okay? You can use any muscle in your body you want to. You could use your tongue, like watch this, you know? Wiggle your tongue inside your mouth, left to right. Very easy. Say something you know is true, like I would say, my name is Steven, and do it again. Easy. I say something I know is false. My name is Mike. I'm like half as good at that, almost like I'm tipsy or drunk, right? So I just encourage you, have fun. You're not going to be 100% accurate, so let go of that expectation. If you let go of that expectation, then you can relax, kill your ego. Don't let anything put pressure on you to figure things out, because that doesn't work either, and just start enjoying it. So hope my story helps you come up with your own story, but you know, doing a very simple body code sessions are wonderfully effective, and just start playing around with it. Have fun. Hope you guys have a great week.